Hey everyone. I figured we should adjust the format a little bit. So we're going to go a little bit faster and then I'll just talk through everything a little bit cleaner. So, what we're going to do first off is just start with a sphere. So, and then from here, we're going to go to Lunchbox, the plugin. We're going to give the sphere some dimensions there. And we'll give a pretty high subdivision for the helix subdivision from the lunchbox component. Now we're just going to use the centers of each one of the cells. We're going to add a tractor wave, and that'll be our targets. And then we're going to add some populated geometry to each one of the spheres there, or to one of the spheres. And then we'll give it a little frequency. So, and then from here, we're going to use surface closest point and then surface evaluation, and that'll give us our normals. Okay. And so from there, what we're going to do is move, and we're going to move basically based off the normals, each one of those values of the points that we're using. And then from here, we're going to start to create some geometry really quickly. And then also we're going to clean up a bit. So, and then from here, we're going to create a line from the regular points from the center of the cells all the way to the move points. And that'll give us some geometry real quick. And then we can play around with it. Let's move that number slider around so we can get some really wacky geometry happening really quick. That can be really interesting. Okay, and then we're going to use mesh pipe, and we're going to do just a flat for the end cap, and then a 6 point. Let's get some, hex geometry starting to flow through here. And then we're just going to join it all together, and it'll actually make your computer run a little bit quicker if we turn everything off. And then if we start to kind of make those out and then bake it out and see what it starts to look like, that's some pretty cool geometry starting to happen. Okay, and then we start to mess with the frequency even more. We'll start to get some more unique geometry starting to happen already. Pretty cool looking. I like the spaces in between. Get some nice shadow guides there. Anyway, let's start to mess with the sphere. So why don't we go ahead and just twist this all together. Okay, and we're just creating a point. Let's give it a 0 of -5 or -15, -15. And then let's create a line for the twist command to start to happen with. Perfect. We'll change that over to degrees. Let's give degrees another number. Straighten these out before, obviously. Organization is the best key. Okay, and then we'll just mess with the number slider there. Perfect. Okay. And we need to replug everything into the twist. Just make sure everything's working. Awesome. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of twist, but it's kind of hard to see what's happening right at the moment. Okay, so that might be a little bit too much twist, or the axis is quite a bit off. So we'll wait for that just a bit, just to load up a little teeny bit. Okay, might be a little too much. We're gonna move the join over so we can not swipe over. So it looks pretty cool. Not cool enough for a rendering. So we'll just do a little bit of adjustments for some number sliders. Wait for that to happen. So still pretty cool. Not cool enough, more than likely. Okay, messed with some more. Kind of looks almost, not quite good for rendering, so we'll just wait on that. That doesn't even finish it out, so you know it's a bad geometry. So we'll just delete that out. Wait for it to come, just loading up. This might be the one. Looks pretty sweet. Actually, a lot of indulging happening there. We'll do it a second time, mess with the radius a little teeny bit, give a little bit more radius to the pipes there. Okay, so that looks all right. I don't think that's probably good enough yet. Let's see what happens. Rotate it around. Not that bad. See what happens. Looks pretty sweet. Yeah, probably not good enough. Let's try to rotate it around a little bit. Make the size of those, so the rotation is a little teeny bit smaller around the axis. So we get quite a bit more rotation. start to bend the actual sphere quite a bit more. So this one looks actually way cooler. Okay, so even if we rotate it, still getting those actions. Almost looks like coral reef. This one looks pretty sweet. Okay, mirror around so we get kind of a full figure just for, just overall rendering aspect. Let's give this another figure there. And again, this is just commentary on my part, so I'm just looking over what I did previously. But, it seems like the lower the number, probably the better. So this definitely seems like less. We're going to retry again. Bring it back to 20. Get a cooler aspect. I think in my mind, this one seems all right. The spacing in between the hex shapes seems a little odd to me, to be quite frank. But now we're just going to turn off stuff and do a little bit manually. Just keep it faster. So as you can see within the frequency through here, the frequency is going to make up the biggest difference through every single one of these things. So obviously the frequency here, we could have put a negative factor on here and it probably would have came out with a better result, but we're impatient. So bring the frequency way up again. Exactly. Bring up the radius even higher so we have overlapping shapes, which will make it seem a little bit cooler than what's expected. I think this one seems pretty cool to me. Let's see what happens here. Rotate around. Pretty cool. Again, seems like coral. Okay, and then we're just going to mirror around, give it a little symmetry so we can fill out kind of the composition of the overall render space here. All right, we're going to bring it closer. I think we might bring it closer. Yep, perfect. Bring it closer again. Okay, it's kind of like brain coral. Awesome. Looks pretty cool to me. Backside even seems cool. Yeah, looks better to me. Okay, so then from here, I think we'll just join it all together. And this might take some time, so make sure your stuff is saved. Otherwise, you might have a lost project. And then from here, I'm just going to tap Alt, and I'm going to give it a different material name so we get some layering starting to happen here. Kind of rearrange it a little teeny bit. Perfect. I'm going to reduce the scale again. So that seems pretty cool. Again, we're trying to get some layering, so we have two different materials, so it's not just one. The big thing there is, try to add a little bit more layers to the system. So as usual, always do a bounding box around the outside. We're trying to grab it around the actual landscape to get the bottom of the actual structure there. We're going to rebuild the structure 3, 3, 45, 45, and then we'll turn our points on, use the brush select, and then with this particular one, we're just going to add some grass, but this seems a little bit too big, so let's just do grass in some areas. We'll squiggle some lines everywhere. Perfect. Awesome. Then we're going to drag it up just so we get some layering happening there. We'll change the layer to a different material, and then we're going to use our 3-point to add another plane since it was out of the UIZ. Then we're going to lift that up just a bit so we get where the grass comes in, and then it's another material. So I'm going to change that over to a ground layer. I think I chose sand, and then we're switching over to Lumion. Okay, so from here, we're just going to change the materials out. Seems like a tile's not working for us necessarily. Let's choose something different. This might not be the first one we need to use. And then we'll get our ground layers out. So we'll do some grass, and then we'll do some soil. That looks like a swamp. Let's do some soil. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. That looks pretty good. Then from here, we're just going to lay out some landscape. Just flicker it out manually. Looks pretty good. Awesome. So a lot of clicks happening through here, obviously. So again, I just want you guys to know, if this new format, if you guys like it, let me know in the comments. Love to hear it. I think I walked through everything pretty cohesively. But I'd love to hear in the comments, if you guys like this format, because it just seems like everyone's picking through comments, and I'd rather see people learn and understand the commands a little bit faster and just picture it out. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it, and definitely subscribe and subscribe to YouTube, Instagram, everywhere else. So anyway, we're going to be adding some rocks through here. I don't think it's going to actually show in the final rendering, but we're going to try to select them through here. And then we'll just lower them down a little teeny bit so they're more engaged in the landscape. Perfect. Okay, we'll add some kind of fallen over logs. Add a dog. Obviously, everyone loves a dog. Get to the rendering aspect. Okay, we're figuring out the camera angle here. Perfect. Get through there. Okay, add some sky and some weather. We're gonna add some precipitation, maybe a little bit of snow since we're entering the end of winter finally here in Chicago. Pick out different suns. I don't think this is doing it justice necessarily yet, but we'll figure out some stuff. Let's add in some entourage so we can see the scale of this particular object. Get some birds in there. Obviously my favorite animal. And great. Okay, some sun and some shadow happening here. I don't know if the real skies and Lumion is actually working out for us, so we're going to add an actual sky here in just a moment. Perfect. Looking good. Let's get some regular clouds in here. Might be more of a day scene than anything. Okay, looking great. Get some fog going in there. Okay, we're going to change out the materials a little teeny bit. Let's see what solar panels look like. Looks a little too manufactured. Let's go back. Maybe do some rock. Get some green going in there. Make it almost like a digital future kind of pavilion thing or statue. Nothing like another dog added into the situation. Let's render this one out. See what it's starting to look like. Looking pretty good. Change a couple things. Put the gloss up. We can see a little bit more white, so the contrast works a little teeny bit better. Render that out one more time. Hit OK, and then Photoshop, we're just highlighting details, just auto contrast, auto everything. And then, again, adding a vignette to everything. Looks like we're all set. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you like this format or not, and especially hit the like. Thank you.